All right, boys, welcome to GBU Week 1 versus Obo, my friend, my brother, my roommate. I am so excited to bring this to you guys because me and Obo haven't played a serious game in quite some time. He brings pretty much what I expect, except he brings Rabambi over the Chi-Yu, which is crazy. I feel like Rabambi matched up really poorly into me. Let's go ahead and tell him what Terra type we are. We are Terra flying on our Jugu. If you missed the team builder, be sure to check that out on the top right hand corner. We're gonna go ahead and lead with the Pokemon that I told you guys we were gonna lead with. I feel like we have no reason not to lead with this Pokemon. All right, this goober forgot to tell us, so I went over to his room and he said Terra Water. So we're gonna jump in here. Pretty much exactly what we expected, except the Rabambi really does throw me off. I still think I'm very comfortable in my Weavile lead. Weavile, even if it gets 2 Icicle Spears into Shard, should kill any variant of Rabambi. And Weavile is really the only Pokemon on my team that cares about webs a whole lot. Gastron does make things a little complicated as far as my Heatran goes, but we'll see how this ends up going here. Yeah, it looks like most of the time. Actually, it looks like we do 90% minimum with 2 spears into a shard. So he does end up leading Rabambi. We're going to lead Weavile here. I'm just going to go for the Icicle Spear. I think he probably just hard switches into the Quaquaval. He probably even just outspeeds me here because we are not very speedy on this Weavile. We're going to Icicle Spear. This is definitely our best play. I don't care about taunting this too much. I care about getting damage off. If we are going to go down to Sash, then I want to see what he is going to end up doing to us. He's going to go for Switcheroo here, which is really interesting. What's he going to give us? Specs? He's going to give us Specs. I mean, that's not the best thing in the world, but we should hopefully be able to kill this Rabambi now with Icicle Spear. He looks like he's actually pretty defensive based on that. Maybe. We get 2 hits. Can we get 4 hits? Can we get 4 hits? I think this should kill. We get 4 hits. So down goes Rabambi, turn 1. We are Specs on our Weavile now, which is obviously not ideal. Because Sash was, I feel like, crucial for this, and he's probably going to go Revavroom now. If he does, we are just going to go into our Great Tusk. Is Anthony? It's Quaquaval. Okay. I feel like he could have went Revavroom, but... So now our Weavile is going to be Choice Specs. We are just going to go into Quaquaval here. I feel like Quaquaval is a pretty easy answer here. Or Clefable on this Quaquaval. We don't really have another Pokemon to go into here. I'm curious to see if he goes for Flip Turn, if he goes for... I don't know what else he could go for. We very obviously are switching out here. We got pretty lucky with the 4 hits on Icicle Spear, I will not lie. So we see Clefable come in here, and he's going to hard switch, which tells me that he might not have momentum. So he's actually going to go Revavroom, and if this isn't Taunt, this is the exact position we wanted to be in. We're going to go for the Trick here, and we're going to see what he does. If he's Taunt, then this is unfortunate. We just go hard into our Great Tusk, and in a little bit of a tricky situation, this behemoth that's in front of us is going to be a little difficult to deal with here. This is the scariest position that I could possibly be in right now. He made a good double. We're gonna get he's got high horsepower. This dude doesn't know what he's doing. We get the trick off. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. So he did not bring what I think was the best set in the matchup. He gets a Lagging Tail. What do we receive? We have Expert Belt now. Okay, so we're able to just hard switch now. We could just even go into our Donphan if we really wanted to. I mean, Clefable's still very valuable. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go right into our Great Tusk here. This might be, I might regret this. I might regret burning the booster energy this early because he could very well go into something else. But the fact that he doesn't have Azelf and he doesn't have Chi-Yu makes me a lot more comfortable about just sending Donphan in. Because a lot of his Pokemon, like this, the Garchomp and the Quaquaval, we should be able to beat more times than not. Hoop on Bound would be the only scary thing. We're going to switch out here. I'm not sure if Lagging Tail affects switching out priority. So he very well could be staying in here. Very well could be staying in here. And we get our booster energy here. We get our booster energy. And he's going to go for the Gunk Shot. Cool. So we learn about that. 373 down to 316. He did 57 damage. He could be adamant with that. We actually cannot tell based on that roll. So, could be adamant. So what I want to do now is I think I just want to fire off a Headlong Rush and do a lot of damage here. Or I could just go for the Bulk Up here. I think Bulk Up's a good play. But I don't really... I want to get damage on something. And he doesn't have a Headlong Rush resist, so we're just going to go for Headlong Rush here. We're going to get damage off. If he wants to stay in and go for Terra Water, he will not kill us. Not even come close to killing us. Terra Water, Terra Blast. Terra Water. He will not come close to killing us. We know he's Terra Water. He had to tell us that. Yeah, he does maximum 170. So 2 of them will kill me. So he's just going to switch out here. We're going to get big damage on something. Reverend is still a problem, but it having Lagging Tail is massive. I also forgot it had Lagging Tail. So Headlong Rush would have made our defenses drop a little bit. He's going to go into Garchomp here. I'm going to go for the Headlong Rush here. I'm not too worried about this. He takes like 60 from that. A little... He is going to be rough skin, obviously. Garchomp. So, he can kill us if he is Draco with special, which I do expect him to be, but I think I'm okay with trading Great Tusk at this point. He's not Rocky Helmet. Draco can kill me from this range. I think I Rapid Spin to get the speed boost as he potentially goes for the spikes, because I really don't want the spikes up, because otherwise it'll be very hard for me to ever get a Rapid Spin off again. So I think I'm going to go for Rapid Spin as I think he spikes, or I could just go into Clefable and save Donphan. Because Donphan will always outspeed the Revavroom, so that is important as well. It should outspeed the Quaquaval most of the time as well. Yeah, I think we're going to go into Clefable. I think Clefable's pretty much zero downside. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go Clefable. We're going to save Great Tusk there. I think Great Tusk still has abusability. We're able to get a Rapid Spin off late in the game. We're able to get Headlong Rushes, which should do tons of damage. He's probably going to go for a Spike here. He's going to go for Surf, so he is going to be special, but I did not anticipate the Surf. 286, that's a crit to 203. So this is a defensive chomp for sure. Am I calculating that right? Yeah, so it's a defensive chomp. No Spatak investment. We're going to go ahead and just get a Wish in the air is what we're going to do right now. He's going to withdraw here. We'll be able to see what he wants to go into. We get the Wish off. What is Rashford? Is that the Revavroom? That is going to be the Revavroom. I'm going to get this Wish in the air. I am just going to go into Great Tusk. He could Terra Blast, Terra Water. I think that would make a lot of sense. I like keeping this alive for the Quaquaval, so I do think it might be worth it to click Protect here. Keeping this Pokemon healthy is crucial, I think. I really do think. So we're going to click Protect here. We're going to get back up to full. I think this is definitely worth it. Great Tusk has a lot less usability. I'm okay with going Great Tusk the following turn. He is going to Terra, and he is going to Terra Blast here. I can only assume. You Terra Blast. Maybe you Shift Gear, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense. You see Lagging Tail. I don't think that makes a lot of sense here. I don't think we saw Garchomp's item. Garchomp is rough skin. We're going to get back up to full here. He is going to Terra Blast, so we did call that correctly. He would have killed our Great Tusk since we no longer had the Booster Energy boost. So I think that play made a lot of sense on Obo's part. I do think I am just going to go into Great Tusk this time. I really don't value Great Tusk all that much anymore. It's kind of useless. So I'm going to go Great Tusk here. If he Terra Blasts again, then very good play. If he Gunk Shots, we're able to get one more Headlong Rush off at least before we die. So, and getting damage on this would be very, very important because this Pokemon is very, very scary. He's going to go for the Gunk here. He's going to miss. We're just getting every play right here. I feel like we're playing very, very well. We are going to go for the Headlong Rush here. We claim a KO. We either get big damage on this or we claim another KO, and I am totally fine with the fact that he could potentially give us this Pokemon. So we're going to Headlong Rush here. And in fact, what we might be able to do, I'll tell you what we might be able to do, is we might be able to go Jugu after this. Everything, how much do I need to chip Gastrodon? Let's see, +1. Oh, Gastrodon needs to be, if he could be specially defensive, he needs to be at about 60%. So, ideally, he goes hard Gastrodon right now. That would be game-changing. We would quite literally be in the position to win with Jugu. We're going to Headlong Rush. We're going to get massive damage on this. He is going to be able to take us out with Terra Blast Water. I can only assume Terra Blast Water is going to come out here. All right. He's going to Terra Blast, so that Pokemon is going to take us out, but he is extremely low. Let's see, Garchomp's at about 40. This should be at about 40. I think Quaquaval's max HP. So the big scary thing at this point is going to be Hoopa Unbound, but Great Tusk didn't really help with that anyway. What is good positioning here? I mean, Jugu could claim the KO, but I really don't want to go hard Jugu yet. Like, I feel like I have to go Weavile and I have to knock off, and I feel like that's fine, because I knock off something. I bait in the Quaquaval, which gets me a free Clefable. So I do think I actually like the Snitch, even though we are going to be choice specs. Completely fine by me. We're going to get this knockoff off. We're going to do massive damage to this Pokemon. We kill this Pokemon, in fact, which is, I think, the biggest Pokemon, the biggest threat in this matchup. And then the only other massive threat that is left is going to be Hoopa Unbound. As long as we have Clefable, Garchomp, and Quaquaval are dealt with, Gastrodon shouldn't be able to stall out the team that I've brought. We should be able to push past with Jugu. We are going to knock off here, and we are going to end up killing Revavroom. So down goes Revavroom. which is awesome. Quaquaval comes in, and we have to go into Clefable. This is the way that I love to play and build and play. So we have a bulky check to the Pokemon that he will come into now. So he's gonna go Quaquaval, and Weavile is still so valuable for something like that, Hoopa Unbound. So he goes into Quaquaval, makes a lot of sense. We know he doesn't have momentum based on the fact that he hard switched last time. We're gonna go Clefable. Oh wait, I wasn't even calcing Terra before. We actually kill a non-AV Hoopa Unbound with Hurricane from full. We need Gastrodon if it's max Spadef to be at 80%. So he's going to Wave Crash here. That was definitely a possibility in building. If he's not Life Orb, we take 2. Does not look like he's Life Orb. Does look like he's a lot of attack investment though. 393 down to 210. Looks like he's max attack, not adamant. And he got a lower roll there. So we're going to throw up a Wish here. We're going to see what he wants to do. He has to save this. He has to switch out. Maybe go Gastrodon here. I don't think you go Hoopy. Clefable puts him in a really tough position. And unfortunately, if he is max attack, he does have a chance to 2-hit KO our Clefable at max HP. So we're just going to get a Wish off here. And next turn, pretty much no matter what, we could just go for the Protect. But if he goes Garchomp, I am going to Moonblast. Because Garchomp's going to get a Spike Up. I see right through him. There's no reason for him not to. If he goes Gastro, same thing. It's probably going to get a Spike Up. He's going to Wave Crash again. There is no roll that he has to kill me here. It's just not a roll to kill me from that range. We're getting the Wish up here. And I mean, we protect this turn, but he's going to switch out. Clefable's just so hard for him to deal with. He could Roost here. In fact, I think he does Roost. How could I take advantage of this? I mean, I really can't. I'm really unfortunately forced in a position to where I have to protect. He probably Roosts. We either see a Roost or we see a hard switch out into the Gastrodon. We are going to see a Roost here. I can only imagine. I can only imagine we're going to see a hard Roost here. Yeah, we are going to see a hard Roost. I wish I called it, but it really wasn't worth it. So he did 201. So that tells me that he's definitely not adamant, but he does. Did he do 201 or 202? He has his roll to kill us from this range. Not a very good one, but he does have a roll to kill us. Unfortunately, I think we're just going to have to take this Pokemon out. I did not really expect him to potentially give us this Pokemon, because of the fact that we have Weavile in the back. So I'm going to try to take this Pokemon out if he's going to give it to me. With the Expert Belt, we should be able to take it out. He shouldn't be able to kill me from this range. He doesn't. He had to get the absolute max roll, it looked like, to kill me if he was not adamant. We're going to Moonblast and we're going to take out this Pokemon. Clef has done its job. It has beat the thing that it was meant to beat. So we're going to take out Quaquaval. And now Weavile can come in and do a ton of damage to everything. Hoopa Unbound maybe comes out. I hope it does, so we can learn a little bit about its set. If Gastrodon comes out, we're going to get a Wish up. If Gastrodon or Garchomp come out, we're just going to go for a Wish here, I think. Like, at this point in the match, I'm pretty confident that no matter what position we find ourselves in, we win with Jugu. I don't see a situation in which we don't win with Iron Jugulis. Is this Garchomp? He's going to go Garchomp. I mean, he might just get a Spike Up here. Is my best play to just Wish up? And then even just go Weavile after that, go for the Icicle Spear. I think that probably is my best play. Wish up. If he gets a Spike Up, then so be it. And then he lets my Clefable live. I think that's my best play. I'm going to Wish. We're going to go into... He's going to go for Iron Head, so he is a Mixed Chomp. He is going to kill our Clefable here. We just go Weavile, I think. I mean, we could go Jugu. I don't think it's Jugu time, though. Iron Jugulis. Let me see. Garchomp. Like, how much is it? If he is like max attack on the off chance, how much does a Scale Shot do? I mean, maybe it is time to go Jugu. The only thing is +1 to a Hoopa Unbound. I mean, yeah, I think it's time to go Jugu. I think it's time to wrap this game up. We're gonna go Jugu. McGuigon. We are Terra Flying. I don't really see any downside to Terraing here. He's not gonna click a Psychic move, so it doesn't really matter. I think at this point in the match, we just win. I don't think he has a move to kill us. We're going to Terra Flying and we're going to work up. And at +1, we should be able to wrap up the game. If he Spud F Gastrodon, it becomes a little bit more of a question. But he shouldn't be able to do anything in return to me to make me think that I can't win. So Jugu should be able to claim 3 here and do what it is meant to do in this battle, I think. Unless Garchomp has... Oh, if he has Dragon Tail... That could put a damper on things for sure. Do I think you have Dragon Tail last slot? No, I really don't. I really don't think you have Dragon Tail. If he has Dragon Tail, then good prep, but I don't think you have Dragon Tail. Maybe you do? If he does, then I still think I'm in a really good position to win regardless with Jugu. He's going to withdraw. Okay, so the game should be over then. It shouldn't really matter. 2 Terra Blast should be able to kill Gastrodon if he goes into that, which I assume this is going to be Gastrodon. We're going to work up here. Hoopa Unbound. So it actually looks like Hoopa does not have a chance to OHKO us with any one move if he's Choice Banded. Yeah, if he's Choice Banded, he cannot OHKO us. If he's Choice Spec, Psychic will OHKO us. Hurricane will OHKO from here. I think I go for the Hurricane. I have to. It does OHKO from here, and if we land, it's the whole game. Terra Blast does not OHKO in any universe, so I think that as long as we land this Hurricane, the game is over. Unless he's AV, but if he's AV, if he's not Specs, he doesn't OHKO us. So we're going to Hurricane. If he's AV, he lives, does not kill us, though. So we'll see what he does. Are you AV? You are AV, very much so. You're going to go for Hyperspace Fury. This should do like 66-ish%. Yeah, thereabouts. Do I have to land another Hurricane to kill you? I don't think so. Based on that spread, it doesn't really look like it. So I'm going to go for the Terra Blast here. Terra Blast should be enough to pick up the KO. Like, I think we're okay even if we miss out on the KO here. But the KO should be enough. We Terra Blast. I mean, I think this kills. Maybe not. Yeah, it does kill. Okay, Jugu's going to pick up his first sweep of the season, potentially. If he's not Spadef Gastrodon. If he is Spadef Gastrodon, then the only move to kill us would be Ice Beam. So unfortunately, the winning play is to go for Terra Blast because it puts him in range of Weavile, and then Weavile can clean up the game guaranteed. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to not risk the miss on Hurricane, because if he does have Ice Beam, he has a good chance to KO us from here. It looks like he guaranteed KOs us. Terra Blast will never ever KO this Pokemon, but it puts it in range of Icicle Spear. So I am very comfortable with clicking this button and putting it in range of the Icicle Spear from Weavile. We were able to conquer the Revavroom, thankfully, by the Trick Lagging Tail. I'm very glad I brought that set now. We Terra Blast, he is going to be very specially defensive, so I definitely made the right choice. He is going to be Surf, though, so we are going to be able to pick up this... Wow, that did a lot of damage still. These leftovers. Terra Flying. Terra Blast should still kill from this range, so... We're just going to Terra Blast again. And the game should be over. If he lives, then he kills us, and then Weavile cleans up with Icicle Spear. So, let's see. Terra Blast. Jugu's not quite going to pick up the KO. He is going to Surf. We go Weavile, we Icicle Spear, and we win the game with Weavile. So, unfortunate that Jugu was not able to pick up that KO. I was pretty confident it killed, is the reason I went for that over Hurricane. Maybe I should have went for Hurricane just for the thumbnail, but Weavile, I know for a fact, no matter, even if we get the lowest hits possible, Weavile wins with Icicle Spear now. So I was playing very safe. I really wanted to win week 1. I really wanted to beat Obo. I mean, we could have even went for Ice Shard if I was afraid the Garchomp was Scarf, but I think we've seen it switch moves. We actually haven't seen it switch moves, but if he locks into a move to kill Weavile, then we can just go Heatran and he cannot kill us. So we should be okay even if he's Scarf. I really don't think you bring Scarf Chomp into me. I think that's goofy if you bring Scarf Chomp. We're gonna Icicle Spear. If he's Scarf Chomp, that's crazy. I don't even know if Iron Head kills me, but we might lose out on a differential point if he is Scarf. He's not Scarf, so we are going to win here against Obo, I think 3-0. Good game to Obo, man. Be sure to check him out in the top right-hand corner or down in the description below. He is one of my best friends in the world. He is my roommate. He is my brother. He means a lot to me, man, so be sure to check him out and help get us to 2,000 subs if we are not there already. We take a commanding week 1 victory. Unfortunate that Iron Jugu did not get those 3 KOs, but I was very happy to secure this win. So with all that being said, guys, next week we are going to play Keegan and his Zero Fairy Resist with our Clefable. So look forward to that and look forward to the watch along stream tomorrow night, evening, afternoon. I'm not really sure what time yet, but thank you guys so much for watching. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.